Hello guys and welcome to Ask Ads Almost Anything. This is a monthly series in which patrons can ask ads almost anything. I am Ads and I will answer almost all of the questions that the patrons ask every month. To become a patron, you can head over to my Patreon page. There is a link in the description to do so. If you pledge just $1 a month, you can become a person who can ask questions. There is going to be a monthly post on the Patreon activity feed for patrons to see where they can ask all the questions. Our first question this month comes from Graydon B. In a week, Christmas will have already passed. So how was your Christmas? Did you do anything special? What is your favourite Christmas memory? My Christmas was good. It was actually the second Christmas I got to spend with my wife, which was fantastic. Last Christmas we'd not spent together, so that's always good, and that kind of ties into the whole favourite memory thing. Anything special? Not really. We just kind of hung out in the apartment and opened presents and whatnot. But it was good. It was special in its own right because it's the second time I've got to spend Christmas with my wife. But like the first time, that's like now I'm here as a permanent resident. I'm here forever, you know. So it's kind of like the first of many in a way, I guess. But yeah, we just did, like I said, a whole bunch of presents, little turkey dinner. We Skyped with various family members in various other points on the planet. Which yeah, it was good fun and good enjoyable times. I hope all of you had a good Christmas as well, or whatever else it is that you celebrate. But yeah, that was mine. Just a nice, simple, relaxed, easy Christmas. Our second question this month, Tracy asks, as somebody who recently moved from England to Canada too, what things here do you love the most, and what things from England do you miss the most? Love the most, poutine. It's fantastic. It's glorious. Smoke's Poutinery down in downtown Ottawa is a fantastic place if you've never been there. They have locations all over Canada, I believe, or at least all over Ontario, and I think they have some further afield as well. Their flagship, I believe, is down in Toronto, I think. But Smoke's Poutinery, they're a deliciously delicious place. Love them so much. It's so good, their poutine. It's like all they do is poutine. I also enjoy the hockey, and the weather's alright. I mean, it gets a little cold, but it's fun to have snow. We didn't actually have a white Christmas this Christmas, which was a bit weird. But in New Year it's meant to drop down to like -20, so that should be fun. Things that I miss from England, I miss TV a lot. North American TV, like there's a commercial every 2 minutes. There's more commercial than show. It's something that I can't quite get my head around. It just annoys me, really. You have so much commercials. But I do miss the TV. I miss the various programming as well. Like in England, you would have Doctor Who, and you would have QI, and you'd have various panel shows and whatnot. So I miss that kind of TV that you don't really get here. But there is some TV that I do enjoy here that you don't really get back in England. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really, I guess. I also miss some of the food. A good chippy, something you don't really get in Canada, or at least I haven't found one around in Ottawa. But again, you know, lack of a chippy, but plus of a poutine. For those of you who don't know what a chippy is, I suppose I should probably explain that. A chippy is like a place where you get fish and chips, or battered sausage and chips, like something with chips. Like chips as in fries, like big deep fried chunky fry. Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious. I used to love my local chippy. I had several local chippies actually. I used to love all of them. I used to love all of them too much. Anyway, that's kind of what I enjoy the most and miss the most. Our third question this month, CS1 asks, how do you feel setting up your Patreon has gone so far? What sort of response were you expecting before setting it up? As you go into this kind of stuff, you can't really go in expecting anything, really. I mean, sure, there's like a dream of like, yes, I'll get millions of patrons and I'll get millions of dollars a month, but that's unrealistic. And like, if that happens, fantastic, but it's not. You know, it's not. It's just in the back of your mind somewhere, I guess, like a fantasy. The same kind of thing. Like, oh, it'd be cool if I won the lottery. You know, it's not really going to happen. It's especially not going to happen for me because I don't play the lottery. That's kind of a prerequisite to winning, is actually buying a ticket. I got to be extremely lucky to actually find a ticket, and then have that being the winning ticket. That was a tangent. I'm sorry, but yes, you don't really go in expecting anything. You can't really. I assume there'll be some response to it, but certainly even what we're at the moment is 19 patrons and $191 per month, which is fantastic. Like, I didn't even expect that, to be honest. The response has been great, and it's been positive. If you guys have any kind of questions or concerns or recommendations or suggestions about what we can do with the patron, with various goal levels or reward levels, things we can change and mix up and whatnot, let me know in the comments as well. At the end of the day, it's mostly a thing for you guys as well. Like, I want your guys' opinion. I'm not very good at the whole picking a reward level and saying, like, it's this much for this. Like, I just kind of threw stuff wherever I could, really. I didn't really... I can't work that out, like, work out the reward to cost rate. You know what I mean? That kind of cost to ratio, cost to reward ratio thing and whatnot. So I just kind of set it up and threw it out there, and I expect a whole bunch of, oh, this is too expensive and but I didn't get any of that. Maybe those people are just being silent, I don't know, but as far as I know, I didn't get any of that, which is good. It means I've done a good enough job, I guess. But yes, you go in expecting nothing, because, like I said, you can't expect anything. But the response seems to have been positive. I'm extremely happy about that. If you would like to go check out the Patreon page as well, like I said, there is a link in the description to do so, and you can give your feedback and even become a patron yourself if you would like to. And our final question this month, Radioactive K asks, what's your favourite kind of pie? Most pies, apart from cherry pie, because cherry is the Satan of the fruit-bearing world. It's evil, down with cherries. I like all kinds of pies, though, apart from that. Apple and rhubarb, if you brought me one of those, that would probably get you into my bed quickest. No. That was a mistake to say that. But yes, apple and rhubarb, they're kind of my favorite-ish pies, I guess. I would put them, as far as pies go, I would put them in a higher class above other pies. But I enjoy most kind of pies. Strawberry pie, raspberry pie, no, not really blueberry pie. I don't really like blueberries either. They're kind of, if cherries are the Satan, they're kind of like they're a bit above Satan, but they're quite low too, in that kind of really bad area of the fruit world. Satan would kind of be, if the fruit was a seedy underworld, Satan would would be Satan. The cherries, they would kind of be the Don, the head, the mafia of the seedy under fruit world, and then blueberries would kind of be the henchmen of the Don, whereas apple would kind of be the head of the police force, and was really well liked, and then rhubarb would kind of be the top detective in the police force, who would solve most of the crimes, but apple would take a lot of the reward and credit for it, simply because apple is just better in many respects, but he has a desk job because he's the head of I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, all other kind of pies, they're in the middle somewhere. Normally above the whole mafia thing. Like the mafia only really consists of cherries and blueberries. I guess maybe no, there's not really any other bad pie fillings. I don't think. Mince pies are pretty good. I love mince pies. I'm the only one here who likes mince pies. or not here as in like the entirety of Canada, but here in the household, I'm the only one who likes mince pies, which is a shame. Mince pies are fantastic. Didn't get any this year though, because my wife didn't have time to make them, and I can't bake for toffee, so yeah, that was a shame. Yeah, pies are cool. I've given my kind of hierarchy of pie. I really don't know what I'm saying. But yes, pies. Those are kind of my favourites and my least favourites of the pie-bearing world. And to end these Ask Ad Almost Anything videos, I would like to finish with a question for you guys. You guys can answer this question in the comments below, or indeed on the Minecraft subreddit. You can also go onto my website where I have a contact form. You can go on Twitter. You can probably send a pigeon too, and it may find me. Who knows? But my question for you this month is, what should go in the background of these Ask Ads Almost Anything videos? If I do what I plan to do this month, there'll be some sped up footage of recent videos. However, my envision was kind of to have a minion head, like my old skin, the minion, the actual minion skin. Have the head of that with a mouth that kind of moves and has different facial expressions. So I could almost make it look like the minion is talking. Unfortunately, I have no artistic talent, and that is a lot of work to unload onto somebody else to make like 20 different facial expressions. So that kind of hasn't happened or may not happen. But if you guys have any suggestions about what we can do for these Ask Ad Almost Anything videos, let me know. So I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this Ask Ads Almost Anything video. I would also like to take a moment to thank the patrons that are on screen for their support to make these Ask Ads Almost Anything videos possible. Like I said, if you would like to become a patron, there is a link in the description to take you to my Patreon page, where you can see the goals, see the rewards, and decide if you would like to become a patron. Becoming a patron also gives you access to being able to ask questions for these Ask Ads Almost Anything videos, and you'll also be credited in the video like you see now. That is going to do it for this month of Ask Ads Almost Anything. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next episode.